It's no secret that the photography industry is changing. Everyone who has a digital camera or heck, a smartphone can be a photographer. As a result, the landscape of the professional photography industry has changed dramatically in recent years. If you're thinking about starting a photography business in 2023, there are a few things I would recommend avoiding if you want to be successful. Before we get into this video, I'm curious, are you starting a new photography business, or are you an experienced business owner feeling frustrated and wanting to grow? Comment below where you're at right now so I can make more content specifically for you. Now, let's grab a hot cup of tea and get started. Hey, I'm Sarah Petty, and this channel is for portrait photography business owners to learn how to build a thriving photography business and still be there for your family. You shouldn't have to pick. If this is a dream of yours, make sure to snap the subscribe button and click the bell notifications to stay on top of the best business photography content on YouTube. Don't sell via online gallery. One of the biggest mistakes you can make when you're starting a photography business is selling your photography to clients using an online gallery. In today's market, clients have a lot of options for getting photography made of their families. Tons of options. When you load hundreds of images onto an online gallery for clients to download and try to figure out on their own how to print them themselves, you're putting yourself in competition with all of the DIY options, like a family member who has an iPhone, or somebody who has a fancy camera that they got for Christmas, or sticking it on a tripod with a self-timer and then running to get in the photo. If you're gonna start a photography business or grow one in 2023, focus on being a consultant to your clients, helping them choose which artwork to display in their homes, which sizes, show them what it looks like over their mantle, hold their hand along the entire process, instead of cranking out hundreds of digital images and uploading them to an online gallery. It's not serving them because they get overwhelmed and can't decide, and it's not serving you because they're gonna lock up and not be able to order, and you're gonna be frustrated and build up head trash thinking that you're not a good photographer, when it has nothing to do with that. Don't underestimate your time invested. Another major mistake photographers make is not accounting for their time when they're pricing their packages. Most photography business owners are just looking at the time it takes during the session. They're not looking at the hours and hours and hours that they're spending retouching and editing and retouching and ordering. So much time. They're not looking at the time to plan the session, to communicate with the clients at every single stage, and then getting to the session. And then after the session, again, editing, retouching, prepping for the ordering appointment, dealing with the client's edit requests, and on and on and on. It's a recipe for disaster if you're not adding your time in your prices. What will happen is you will end up frustrated and broke, and your work will suffer as a result. Look at your entire process from beginning to end and document how long it actually takes to service one client. Then look at what you're being paid, probably less than minimum wage. Then decide how much your time is worth and adjust your prices accordingly. When I teach my students, they're always shocked at the formulas we give them for how much time and how much they should account based on where they live to charging a profitable amount. So important. Don't give print credits. I see photographers including print credits when their clients pay their session fee. No, not if you're following the model we teach, which is boutique. It's not necessary, and really it's not advisable in today's market. You're devaluing what you charge. You're saying my time isn't worth anything, so I'm gonna give you a bunch of free stuff. Print credits also put a cap on your profit potential. Think about it, because clients assume that all they need will be covered by the credit. So when you show additional products that are outside the print credit, it makes it harder for the client to invest, and it makes you look pushy and salesy, which is what I feel like we don't want to do. When you're creating a session fee that doesn't include anything else, there's a built-in assumption of sale. And when you're including it all and you're giving them products with the session fee, it caps their level of investment. Print credits just devalue your time and talent for the session itself. So keep your products and prices separate from your session fee. Don't compete on price. Please don't compete on price. This is the mistake I see so many, especially new photographers, make because they think, oh, I don't have any training. I didn't either. I'm not very good. I wasn't either. I don't have a degree in photography. I didn't either. And so what happens is when we start in business, we look at everyone else and try to be cheaper or as cheap. For those of you who are starting a business in 2023, you're never, ever, ever going to be able to compete on price. There are simply too many DIY or cheap options out there for customers to choose from. And if you try to compete on price alone, you're gonna find yourself exhausted and likely very quickly out of business. It's the reality. I love you. I'm telling you this from a place of love because it's what I do every day. I help photographers price for profit. So instead, what you want to do is focus on offering something that few others are doing. Full service wall portraits, hanging in people's homes and showing them what it looks like ahead of time, holding their hand in the process, creating albums and books and heirlooms that these families are going to have for so many years to come. And if you do this, you'll be successful regardless of what the competition is doing. Now, let's talk about the power of a boutique in-person sales process. We call this BIPS. BIPS. So listen, boutique in-person sales appointments are so powerful because they create an immersive experience for your clients. It just warms them up and it positions you as an expert. It also takes away their fear and doubt in making a wrong decision because you've made it so easy for them. By projecting the images on the wall with music and a slideshow video, super easy to do, you're giving clients a much better sense of what each piece of art will look like and feel like in their home. This is important to selling because it helps differentiate you from other photographers who are simply uploading digital files or burning a CD or a jump drive without any guidance on how to decorate with them, how to print them, what size, how to manage exposure and color correct them. People don't have that ability and we're not serving them if we don't do that. Boutique in-person ordering appointments are such a great opportunity to increase your clients' orders with wall arts, collections, albums, books, and even holiday cards because you're walking them through the process step by step, holding their hand, showing them how easy it is to make a decision on what image they would like to hang in their homes. You can increase your average order value and boost your bottom line. Finally, in-person ordering appointments give you an opportunity to build rapport with your clients and trust in that strong relationship that will last way beyond the initial purchase. When you compete on price and you're cheap, your cheap people clients, when someone else is having a sale, they're gonna leave you and go to someone else. Not when you do in-person ordering appointments and you build that strong relationship because they don't care about price. They're working with you because you take great care of them. The reality is by taking the time to get to know them and their taste and their home decor, you can position yourself as their go-to photographer for all future needs. 2023 can and will be a great year for anyone wanting to build a photography business as long as they follow these concepts. Your photography business can not only be a wonderful source of income, but an incredible enjoyment and a way to provide freedom and flexibility in your life. I built my business during one of the worst economic times in recent history. I opened my first studio 2 weeks before 9/11, and I was wildly successful because I followed the boutique business model. If you're ready to be part of a community of photographers who want to grow their business, they value family first, and want to be part of an encouraging group, come and join our free Facebook group because we do not allow meanies in there. I'll stick the link in the description below. And listen, thank you for watching and subscribing to our channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe so you can get more content to grow your photography business. If you loved today's video, click here to get more actionable steps. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.